more information which is actually coming in at this stage. We've got Rajnath Singh, the Defence Minister, who's issued a statement. I'm just going to read that statement. I extend my heartfelt condolences to all those who lost their lives in the tragic accident that occurred in Delhi yesterday. I pray to God to grant strength and solace to the bereaved families in this hour of deep grief. I wish to assure my fellow citizens that the country's leading investigative agencies are conducting a swift and thorough inquiry into the incident. The findings of this investigation will soon be made public. I want to firmly assure the nation that those responsible will be brought to justice. Let's listen in to the Defence Minister.
Ambassadors from foreign friendly countries, General Anil Chauhan, Chief of Defence Staff, Ambassador Sujan or Shunai, DG, MP, IDSA, officers of the Ministry and the Armed Forces, distinguished participants, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt condolences to all those who lost their lives in the tragic incident that occurred in Delhi yesterday. I pray to God to grant strength and solace to the bereaved families in this hour of deep grief. From this platform, I wish to assure my citizens that the country's leading investigative agencies are conducting a swift and thorough inquiry into the incident. The findings of the investigation will soon be made public. I want to formally assure the nation that those responsible for this tragedy will be brought to the justice and will not be spared under any circumstances. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to be amidst this August Assembly of the eminent speakers and participants at the Delhi Defence Dialogue 2025. I extend my warmest welcome to our distinguished international guests, whose wisdom and a global perspective.
Well, let's just go straight across to Shiv Arur, who's been tracking this very, very closely, the statement of the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. I think, the takeaway for me, Shiv, is that the resolve of the Defence Minister, it amplifies what the government has been saying, including today, where sources reminding people that Op Sindoor is not over. It's just on pause.
Very important context to what would otherwise be seen as a placeholder comment, Vishnu. 2 points. One, Operation Sindoor happened 6 months ago. Point number 2, as you correctly pointed out, Operation Sindoor is still very much on. The government has just reminded the public of that. Point number 3, the Defence Minister, who basically oversaw what was a historic military operation during Operation Sindoor, which was in direct response to a terrorist attack perpetrated by Pakistani terrorist groups, is now issuing a warning saying that those responsible for this attack will be brought to justice. Now, here on NDTV, you and I, of course, will not second guess or jump the gun as to what India's next actions might or might not be. That is the prerogative of the security and national security grid at this point of time. But the words being used at this point of time carry a lot of weight. The context is important. The fact that India continues to be, in effect in an operational sort of mode post-Operation Sindoor means that the Defence Minister saying that the perpetrators will be brought to justice in the context of new rules of engagement that were articulated post-Pahalgam, where all acts of terror are to be treated as acts of war, means that Defence Minister Rajnath Singh isn't just condemning what has happened in Delhi. He is issuing a warning that is based on a very new dynamic. And Vishnu, remember that what happened in Delhi outside the Red Fort, where you're reporting from since last night, is the first terror attack since Pahalgam. And therefore, in terms of the new dynamic, in terms of India's response, in terms of the new rules of engagement, it is in many ways a test of India's national security system. And it is in that context I would read Rajnath Singh's words today.
All right, that was Shiv telling us about and decoding exactly the big message that has come in from Raksha Mantri, who said that attackers will be brought to justice. The Defence Minister's big warning after the Delhi attack. And as we've been saying, that Operation Sindoor has not ended and Operation Sindoor is still underway, and the government's big warning that any act of terror will be treated as an act of war. Now, viewers, this, even as the Home Ministry is currently meeting right now, the Home Minister is chairing a crucial meeting right now with all key investigative agencies being part of it to really chalk out the larger plan as far as the next course of action, even as investigations is currently underway on all and multiple threads that have opened up since the blast took place yesterday evening. And on your screens is the latest update where Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh has said that those responsible will be brought to justice.